Hello, welcome. Mikhaili, welcome. So glad to have you here. I'm excited about the inner mentor process that we're going to be doing today. It's a little bit of a twist this time that I think will be great. I love this letting people know kind of functionality that somebody encouraged me to get, and I got. So like you get a reminder like 15 minutes before, which is super cool. If folks want to say where they're from and what their first name is, that would be wonderful. Not required. Hello, 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 folks. Welcome. Welcome to your inner mentor meditation on this gray and cold day here in New York. And if folks want to say their name and where they're from, feel free to put that into the comments. That would be wonderful. And if it's your first time, if you haven't been to this inner mentor meditation, let me know that too if you like. Or just send up some hearts if this is your first time. South Africa, wonderful, wow. I have relatives that live in Joburg. So I hope you enjoy the inner mentor process. I'm excited about what we're going to be doing today, the inner mentor that we're going to be doing today. There's just a little way that we're going to be doing it differently that I thought of during my meditation today that I'm excited about. So we'll start in a couple of minutes. In Joburg. Oh, wonderful. Hello, Mediterranean Sea. What a beautiful name. Wow. Welcome. So yeah, we'll start in just a few minutes. And if people want to also tell me where you're from, I'd love to hear that. Like I said, we're going to start super soon. I wish I understood all the different emojis that you could like do in this. I guess there's like a whole range of them. If anybody like knows how to do emojis, if you could like just pop out one or two, they could be anything. They could be monsters or dogs or, whatever, anything. Just so I could see what that looks like. To learn how to do that. Hello, hello. Hello, Victoria. Welcome. Well, I'm going to talk about the inner mentor process a little and talk about why I love it so much and why it's so important to me and kind of how I developed it. So I developed this inner mentor process, which is, very similar to a lot of other meditations where you kind of picture your future self and your potential self. I did this when I was given an assignment that felt very exciting but very daunting to me. I was asked to create a conference at Columbia University on anything around LGBTQ issues. And I decided to do it around integrating spirituality into psychotherapy in the LGBTQ community. And this was many years ago. The Q was not there. The T wasn't there. But it was very, very exciting to me to do this. But I didn't feel up to the task. I was in my 20s and I didn't feel up to the task, although I was really thrilled. And so I thought, I'm going to invent a me who could do something like this. And I pictured this me, and I got a really wonderful visual of this me. It was kind of a very loose, unattached, but really put together me. It's like no more ADHD, but not rigid, like totally flowing. And so then I became that me, and I wrote a letter to myself about what I needed to know to be able to do this project and do my life. And it was magnificent. It was life-changing, this message that I got. And in all honesty, it was so beautiful. It was so kind of epic, this self, this essence of me self, that I didn't feel worthy to go back to it for a really, really long time. Until my dad, who I was very close to, was in his last stages of life. And I don't know, I guess there was a gift, there was a backwind that I got from that experience, but I was able to revisit this part of me that I call my inner mentor. And that was like 6 years ago, and I do it pretty much every day since then. And I have an inner mentor buddy, and we share our messages pretty much every day, which is something I really adore and also really encourage. So, we just have a few people here, but that is fine, because it means that later on, if you have any questions or would like any coaching with this, we'll be able to do it. We just go until 4:20, and I think that now I am going to lead you in this baby, in this inner mentor process. Unless there are any questions first, and if so, pop them into the comments and I'll answer them. Otherwise, in a moment, I will go ahead and I will lead you in this gorgeous, sweet, empowering, self-soothing practice. Okay, here goes. I'm going to lead you in it. So close your eyes. This inner mentor meditation that we're going to do today is going to be about, the theme is going to be kindness. So I'd like you to close your eyes and just take a few breaths just to kind of relax into your body. Breathe in good energy. Breathe out and rest. Breathe in good energy. Exhale and just rest. And do that once more. Breathe in peace, joy, aliveness. Exhale and just rest. And now I'm going to guide you through this process. So I would like you to just think about someone in your childhood, just in a very gentle way, without forcing it. Go back to a memory of someone in your childhood who had kindness, real kindness, that touched you, that made you feel safe, that made you feel protected, that made you feel cared about. Just a memory of any one person who had a quality of kindness. And just remember that person. And remember that quality of kindness and how you experienced it. And you were a little person then. You were very young, or pretty young. And how did that impact you, that person's kindness? Just remember that. Good. And now I'd like you to think of a time that you were in connection with a pet. that had a lot of kindness, just a lot of goodness and a lot of love. And think of that pet and what it was like to be in this pet's presence with their kindness, their goodness, their sweetness. And what this pet's kind of goodness felt like for you in your body, in your heart. And now, think of when you got older, just any other memory in, let's say, your young adulthood of someone who was kind, like extra kind in a way, and that kindness touched you. Think of who that person was. And this is all very gentle, no forcing, just keeping it easy on yourself. Remember this person's kindness and how that touched you, how that influenced you, how you registered that kindness. We're going to do one more of these, maybe two. Think about a time that you were really kind to someone and it felt really good. Not a situation where you felt betrayed by that person or anything like that. One that doesn't bring up trauma. But a time that you were kind to someone in a way that kind of was moving to you, the way that you were kind. It fed you, it nourished you. And just remember that and what that felt like. That felt like in your body and in your heart. That's good. And now, I would like you to just take these feelings, these memories of kindness, and imagine this amazing you filled with compassion. Filled with compassion. Imagine that this compassion that you have already grows and grows to almost a heart-bursting point. A place where you are filled with kindness and goodness and compassion and a desire to do good, a desire to be kind. All the kind qualities in you, imagine them at this level of deep generosity and goodness and aliveness. It's like these parts of you fully embodied. Because when we're kind like that, the impact that we have on the world and the way that we get loved and the way that we feel love is a very intoxicating, amazing thing. The quality of our kindness is the quality of our lives in so many ways. So picture this you filled with kindness, unashamed of your kindness, filled with that generosity, overflowing with that kind of compassion and goodness. Just imagine that you. You don't have to earn it. You do not have to be it. Just imagine that you, where this capacity of yours is in full bloom. Imagine what your face looks like, what your eyes show. This beaming in your face, what that looks like, what that feels like. And now, step into that you. Step into the body of that you in your imagination. You don't have to earn this or be there yet. You're just picturing it. That's all you're doing. Picture stepping into this you, that this kindness is so alive, it's so flowing, so overflowing. It's just fabulously there. Picture stepping into that you. And from this place, look at the you of today right now and call out guidance from this place, like you're in it, you're channeling. Just imagine you're channeling from this place, looking at the you of today, going through whatever you're going through right now, and just call out guidance. Call out any words that you want that you feel moved to say to the you of today from this place. Just do that right now. Just take a couple minutes and just channel out from this place of such kind of evolved kindness. Look at the you of today and call out guidance. Do that now. Have some fun with it, just for about a minute or two. I'm going to do it too, silently. Just like let it keep unspooling out of your mouth, out of your heart. Let it just unspool and come out. Let it kind of keep going. Whatever words come. Very good, very good. Take another few moments to do that. Good. And now staying in this role of being your inner mentor, feel, taste what it's like to have all of this goodness and compassion flowing through you. How that tastes, how that feels, how it feels in your body, how it feels in your heart. And just enjoy that for a moment. And now think about the guidance that you got. You can come back to being you and think about the guidance that you got. And what if you really privileged this guidance? What if you thought about it as if a really wise person gave you this advice? You had to like climb a mountain to get this person's advice, or like wait a really long time to meet them. And they said this to you, so you took it really seriously. Imagine taking the advice that you got really seriously. Imagine privileging it and dignifying it like that in your life. And what it would be like just this week, to hold this advice as a treasure, as a kind of nugget of true wisdom. And like just think about what you would do this week if you did that. And just thank your inner mentor, knowing that you can come back 10 times a day. And the more you do this, the more you can do it really quickly. It's not going to need 20 minutes. It'll be 1 minute. That's it. That's it. That's all you'll need to come here and tune into this elevated, self-soothing, wise guidance. It's that simple. So just take another moment to just hold this advice to your heart and picture this awesome, awesome, awesome you that you will become if you live this. And hello, Moyo Yo-Yo. Welcome. So yeah, just picture that. Picture holding on to that, picture living that, picture this amazing you that you will become. And I love if people want to share what the message was that they got, what their inner mentor message was. Just put it in the comments if you like. Or if you have any questions at all on doing this practice, no worries, people coming late. This is all going to be up on my Instagram. But if you have any questions about this practice, or if you would be willing to share what the message was, that would be absolutely great. Love that. And meanwhile, I just want to say that one of the most precious projects that I do are these processes called the Mentorship Intensive, it's just for 12 people, and I work with you closely for half a year on the curriculum that comes from my best-selling book, Deeper Dating, and that I talk about in my podcast, the Deeper Dating podcast, and that I teach, all over the place. So if you're interested in learning more about that, there are 2 intensives. One is completely filled, but the Tuesday afternoon Eastern time one has 3 openings left. So you can just go to deeperdatingintensive.com to learn more about this, and if it feels like a match, to schedule an exploratory meeting with me for free. So anybody want to share their message or have any questions? Well, I thank you all for being here. Whatever message you got, I really, really encourage you to dignify it, privilege it, take it seriously, baby, because it's wisdom. It's pure wisdom. Allow your kindness to be a beacon of light rather than forceful. Oh, I love that. That's like the taste of wisdom. And you could think about your message and how it has the taste of wisdom to it. Enjoy that message from your deep, deep heart, from this benevolent place of your beautiful, beautiful sacred wisdom, which you have in you. And enjoy it this week. And thank you all. I look forward to seeing you next week. Let your friends know about this, and we will continue being a community doing this together. Thank you all.